This segment of Inspiration for the Nation is brought to you by Brackens Financial Solutions Network.
It's now time to check your money with America's money maven, Vicki Brackens. Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. Vicki, good morning.
Hi, George. Good morning.
Yes.
I'm really glad that we are now. What is this? Second or third week into February?
Yes.
It feels like this month. I don't know about you. Feels like this month is just running away.
Running. I can't. Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, Black History Month. Okay, or as I heard it said more, I think more effectively, Blacks in History Month.
Talk to me.
Maybe we should discuss that a little bit more next week. But Blacks in History Month. But anyway, this month for me seems to be running away. Before I get started, though, I really have to stop and thank everyone for all of their words of condolence, for their well wishes, for reaching out with all the love that you did concerning the passing of my mother. It really was very touching and very much needed, and provided a level of support for myself, my family, Tammy and Fred, and for Erlene as we go through these troubling times. So to you and to our audience, thank you very much.
Vicki, our heart goes out to you and your family, and we loved your mom. She was a great fan of the show, and we miss her dearly, and we send our sincere and deepest condolences to you.
Thank you. So now, I thought this week was going to be an easy week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as far as news and things that we had to talk about. And then all of a sudden, we had two things happen that just are going to force me to spend some time here talking about hard subjects.
Okay.
And this may feel a little odd because they usually fall into the political sphere.
Sure.
But everything, as we've said before, is connected. So we had the impeachment trial,
mm-hmm.
which ended up in an acquittal for the prior president,
sure,
Donald J. Trump.
Sure.
And we also had a presidential first-time town hall segment,
sure,
that was done up in Wisconsin by the current president, Joe Biden.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
We'll start with the current president, Joe Biden's message, because that message is extremely important on a financial basis for us. One of the people in the audience asked, when do you expect for us to get back to normal? And I could see in the president's face that he wanted to say a specific date, but then he realized that his cabinet and all the people associated with what's going on with the pandemic have warned him, particularly Dr. Fauci and the CDC and so forth, not to give a specific date because we don't know a specific date. And what he said that was really impactful for your finances is this: we hope, but we don't know for sure exactly how much longer this is going to take. And so we should be prepared for a longer haul. Okay. Page back 2020, George.
Mm-hmm.
We started talking about here how to set your expectations and your mindset around being prepared for the long haul because winter was coming.
Winter is here.
Winter is here, folks. And I am telling you right now that I don't know the date, but what I do know is that based on the predictions and based on all of the things that are going on, that you need to be diligent around your cash flow more than you have been ever before, because this is going to take much longer than any of us ever expected. There's no way in the world I would have expected to be out of my office because we've been working remotely now for over a year. Right at a year right now.
And just to say something about what you said about cash flow, you said this a number of different ways. I don't know how much plainer you can make it.
Okay, all right, then fine. So that was the first thing. The second thing was relative to schools. Questions were asked about when are we going to be able to get our kids back in school? And his response was not necessarily, I don't know, but we have a hope for K-8 for parents who have been struggling. Now, I don't have children, but I work with a lot of parents who do have children, okay? Parents who have been struggling with the mental issues, the mental stability of their children being at home, their own mental stability, in fact, okay, of having everyone there in the home environment, but primarily because of the lack of socialization that's taking place because we're all so isolated. K-8, they expect that at the end of the 100-day period within the administration that there should be some movement. I'm saying this, George, because, or emphasizing this, listen to the words. Nothing is absolute. We are accustomed to dealing with, when is my shipment going to come? On the second day, okay, of the month. There's nothing on an absolute basis here that's being touted other than the fact that we do expect summer school. Here's my point. If they're expecting that schools are going to have to be open for the summer in order to catch children up, then your vacations this year will be staycations. Just be prepared for that. That staycation, though, is going to be impactful and very important for your cash flow because it means we're not spending as much. Bank the money, please, because we are still probably going to be in the same shape coming into next spring. Even if we go through the summer, coming into next spring, before we start to feel some kind of real economic relief, not stock market relief. That's a totally different subject. I've said this before. There's Main Street and there's Wall Street. Wall Street is operating under a different set of parameters. Main Street, you are Main Street. We are Main Street as far as the people, the populace is concerned. So pay attention to what you're hearing and listen carefully to the words, not what you wish would happen, but what is actually happening. Now, on the executive issues of the Senate not convicting the prior president.
Right, with 7 Republicans joining the Democrats.
7 Republicans joined the Democrats, and that was a record as far as.
And they're catching hell at home.
And they are, okay, but that was a record. Here's my point on a financial basis. So when you see a shift in mindset taking place, that always presents opportunities. I can't tell you exactly what the opportunities are, but those 7 Republicans was a shift in mindset. So start paying attention to the opportunities that may present themselves as far as how you interface with your local politicians. Those local politicians set policy, and that policy impacts finances. There has been a shift. It might be ever so slight, but it was enough to be noted and to be historic. Well, George, at this point in time, I only have one other thing to say.
What you got to say?
Get your tickets today. Tickets are going out of the door quicker than we expected. I am happy about that. That is for February 28th for the 13th annual Black History Month Jazz Cabaret, sponsored by Brackens Financial Solutions Network in conjunction with the Central New York Jazz and Arts Foundation. I want this year, this is my wish, please help me reach this goal. We want a bigger crowd, in fact, by 2, than what we would normally be able to pack into the Marriott downtown.
So what's the number? So at the Marriott, you'd have how many?
425.
So you need at least 500.
I need at least 500.
And
I want 800, but I'll
okay.
go with 500. I want
no. Go with you. Okay, so you want 800. That's the number.
I want 800. Okay?
Yeah, I was just being modest. Okay, so you want 800. Okay. You want to double.
Here's why I want 800. 800 means when we come out of the pandemic, we can move to a new venue, a much bigger.
Oh, so you basically, this is a challenge to us. Well, I got my tickets already, Vicki, so I'm
I know
good.
you did. I saw that. But I want 800 so we can, when we come out of the pandemic, we can move to a much bigger venue and do something that you've been asking for years.
Yes.
We can put it in the dance floor.
Let's go.
We can't do the dance floor where we are right now. We can do
Right.
the dance floor if we get to 800. All right, George, if you have questions, please give me a call at area code 315-930-4499 or reach us at info@Brackens, Brackens, FSN.com. And at this point, George, I'll say our plate is full.
All right, now, Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC.
That's kind of loud, George.